So this one, which one of the tracks on the album was made and recorded first? I want to say Levitating is the first record that I made with Cos, Sarah and Coffee in London. That was kind of the first song that really helped shape the album. Because I felt like it really captured both future and nostalgia together. And it was just an absolute blast to make. And, you know, Future Nostalgia has so many influences from my childhood. And a lot of those influences are really thanks to my parents and the music that they listened to growing up. Because so many times when I do interviews, they're like, how have you been inspired by 80s music? And how is a certain, you know, how do you have these kind of references? And I think I've kind of claimed them as my own childhood influences, as, you know, music that my parents loved. And that was like, you know, or still love, you know, Jamiroquai and Moloko and Blondie and Prince and all this kind of stuff. That's just been such fun references when making this album. So yeah, Levitating was kind of the first one that helped me figure out, you know, what the album was going to sound like. Let's see. What song do I think is going to be your favorite? I really don't know. I mean, they're all just kind of fun, dancey songs, quite relentless in that way. So I think that there's a song on there for everyone. Some of my, you know, I'm really excited about Break My Heart. I'm really excited about Levitating. I'm really excited about Love Again. I'm really excited about Hallucinate. I'm really just excited about all the songs. I'm probably the worst person to ask, but I'm excited to see when Friday comes to see which ones are your favorite songs. So I'm super excited about that. How much time did I spend writing this album? I spent about, 2 years, but I was still on tour, wrapping up my last tour. And I guess I kind of hadn't quite figured out exactly where I wanted to go with the next record. But once I kind of worked backwards because I knew what my album title was going to be, and then worked from that. And that was kind of like the genre that I basically wanted to, you know, I wanted every song to kind of represent that. So I think solidly for 9 months after I'd figured out what my album title was going to be. Okay, I'm going to scroll somewhere to the bottom so I get a little mixture of stuff. I feel like I'm answering a lot of these questions just when kind of talking about the album. Which track was my favorite to record and make? I really loved making Love Again. It's probably the most kind of dramatic with the strings in it, and I don't know, the story behind it. It's just, I don't know, it's fun and it's honest, and it was kind of a manifestation. Yeah. How many languages do I speak? I speak 2 fluently. I speak English and I speak Albanian. I always spoke, like, Albanian was like my first language. My parents always spoke it at home, so I really kind of learned English in school, being born and raised in London, and I can speak a little bit of Dutch because I have lots of Dutch family, but I can say very random words. So I can't really say I speak it. That's really not the right way. What else? You know, my grandmother on my mum's side, she's Bosnian, so my mum is half Bosnian, so I can understand her. But, yeah. So too. Just went all the way around. Alright, let's see. There are some questions obviously in different languages, and I really apologize for not being able to answer those. Morning. Someone just wrote fake nails, question mark. These are mine, but they've grown a lot, and I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do while I'm in quarantine and how I need to get rid of my gels, because I haven't done that before, and so I gotta figure that one out. So yes. How did I first hear about Hwasa? I knew about Mamamoo before I did the Mama Awards in Japan. My God, now it all jumbles up, but I believe it was like earlier this year. And when I heard that we're going to get to perform together, it was just really exciting. You know, it was, again, something new. I always love trying out different things and collaborating with artists that people wouldn't expect me to. And when me and Hwasa got to rehearse together for the awards, she was just so sweet and so fun and so charismatic, and just completely, you know, took the song and made it her own. And she went up and she performed New Rules just before I got up and did Don't Start Now. And after the performance, we just kind of hung out for a bit, and she was just super sweet. And we just, you know, I guess we just wanted to put something out together at some point, because our energies were just really good together. And so it just kind of felt like a no-brainer when I was thinking of, like, because with this album, what I've wanted to do is really kind of create different dimensions with all the different songs, and create new worlds, obviously, because of the current situation with the virus. I obviously haven't been able to go out and do promo and do TV performances, so I'm going to have to try and get really inventive with different ways to make all the songs feel really, you know, special. And, you know, when it comes out, so we create like a world around it. But I'm thinking of ideas, and I'll get back to you with all of that. Let's see. I quite literally like all kinds of music. There's no like one genre that I kind of stick to. I just like to play all different stuff. My parents loved British rock when I was growing up, so I listened to a lot of that, and I still do, and I find that really nostalgic because it reminds me of like going on a trip with my family, or, you know, and that's from Snow Patrol, which my dad reminded me of the song Run last night, and I was listening to it, and it just, you know, it's sometimes, you know, music is so special and really just kind of takes your mind away from everything. And I think, you know, all of that is super important. I obviously love all like the UK music, and all my favorite like female pop artists that I grew up listening to, that I'm sure you guys have heard me repeat over and over, because I feel like I sound like a broken record when I talk about Pink and Nelly Furtado and Gwen Stefani and all the queens who I love so much, who have inspired me so much, in not just my music, but really just as the kind of artists that they are and what they stood for. And yeah, I don't know. I think listening to those strong women has really inspired me to be outspoken and talk about things that I'm really passionate about. Dua Lipa posting said, "What's your favourite bad word?" And it has to be fuck, because I say it a lot. But that was just like random little bits. Let's see. My height, I am 5'8", I think. Everybody asking when I'm going to come to Brazil and Japan, and you know, I'm going to come to all these places whenever I can, as soon as I can. I'm really, really trying to get out as soon as possible. What's my favourite food? I try and stay healthy for the most of it. Big fan of fish and chips. It's very... Someone goes, "I love your hair, but I still don't get how they're connected to this new era." Honestly, I like in New Rules, when I kind of put the flamingos in the video, when I was working on figuring out the concept with Henry, who also directed Break My Heart video, I was just like, I just see flamingos and I really want them. And then I kind of went in and Googled and tried to figure out how I can make flamingos make sense. And the way that they made sense, for example, for the New Rules video, is because they travel in flocks and people stick together. And I felt like flamingos stick together. And I was like, it's perfect. And actually, when I did my hair, I was on a photo shoot. And the photographer, Jürgen Teller, was basically like, he's like, just put this blonde wig on top of your hair. Like, don't even try and hide your hair underneath. Just make it look really messy. And I was like, okay, fine. I put it on, and I had like all these like dark hair strands coming out from underneath. And I was like, oh, I kind of like it. And I was like, fuck it. This is what I'm going to do with my hair. And then I guess I kind of kept the nostalgia underneath and the future on top. See, I like to make things make sense. So sometimes it's by force. Oh. I feel like there needs to be like an easier way to do this, so I'm not just kind of staring at the screen while I'm trying to find questions that I feel like you guys would want to know about, I suppose. What am I watching on Netflix currently? Not that... I don't know. I feel like I really need a lot of like movie recommendations and series recommendations, because I'm struggling a little bit. But this isn't on Netflix. It was like a HBO one. But Anwar and I just finished watching The Outsider. I love crime dramas. So that, and now we've just started watching Ozark on Netflix. because I heard that season 3 is coming out in like 3 days or something. So we're going to play catch up so we can start watching season 3 as it comes out. Da, da, da. Someone asked, do I like watching anime? I only just got into it recently because my boyfriend Anwar is into it. So I just watched Spirited Away, and I know I'm sure lots of anime fans are ashamed at me for only just watching that now. But I love that one, and we've been watching Hunter x Hunter 2 and The 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know. It's cute. I love like all the messages behind it. Do you have any pets? I don't have. Well, I got Anwar 2 baby goats for Christmas. Called Funky and Bam Bam, so I guess they're our little pets, but they're in New York, and unfortunately we couldn't get back there to be with them because of the travel ban, but hopefully we'll get to go back very soon and see them. I think people are still just asking whether the tour is cancelled or whether the shows are cancelled. So for those that have only just joined in now to the live stream, nothing's been cancelled. The shows obviously have had to be postponed for the health and safety of everyone. New dates for UK and Europe will be coming out tomorrow, 10 a.m. London time. And then I'll be announcing more dates for all over the world very soon. The second I lock everything in, because obviously I've had to move things. So they will be coming in shortly too. Again, when am I going to release my next song? That's coming on Wednesday with a video, which I'm really excited about. How do you pronounce your name? Dua Lipa is, I guess, the right way. But I think people have been making it up ever since, and that's fine. Do whatever you want. It's not really that hard, but it's yeah. Okay. What? If I wasn't doing music, or there we go. If I wasn't doing music, or if I wasn't singing, I actually have no idea what I'd be doing, really. Probably still trying. I never really wanted to give myself a plan B. Like, I never really wanted to, give myself that I don't know, I felt like if I ever gave myself a plan B, then I would never really work as hard as I did to kind of try and get to where I am, because then I'd always feel like I had something to fall back on. And I really kind of stick by that, and I really stand by it, that I feel like if you have something that you really love and something that you're really passionate about and something that you really want to do, you should really put all your focus into that. And yeah, I think, kind of being out of your comfort zone is really important, because you really do, I don't know, you kind of give yourself no way out. So you end up kind of getting there in some way, shape or form. My favourite colour, although I don't wear it as much as I like, I think it's pink. Always love pink. Are you a feminist? Yes, I am. I also stand by the thing of, like, if you're not a feminist, you're a sexist. And, you know, my beliefs in feminism are just wanting equality for all women. And, you know, this isn't man-hating at all. I want equal opportunities for everyone. I think people need to kind of get away from the stigma of, like, you know, the word feminist. I feel like people have really shied away from it for so long. And, you know, it's really about supporting each other, trying to make a change, talking about certain things, not, you know... I feel like we really, you know, as women, we've, like, altered ourselves a lot in order to fit, like, somebody else's lifestyle almost. You know, we've changed our ways and what we wear and how we act and what we do and how we speak and, you know, how we think we should look or whatever, for so much, because the media has painted it as you know, as that. It's taught us to compete with each other, and it's not really things that we should be. It's never something that we should have been focusing on. I think that's one. And especially in times like this, look after the girls in your life. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to bounce and probably go and cook something. I started singing at, like, the age of 4, 5, I want to say. I was always singing around the house. Not probably, but, like, I made up my first song when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and it was for my mum. And it was basically me making up this song that was, when I grow up, can I borrow your shoes? When I grow up, can I borrow your dress? When I grow up, can I be as pretty as you? And now it's kind of become a little family joke, which we still remind each other about a lot. But it's yeah, those are, like, little funny childhood memories that how many tattoos do I have? I think I have about 14, but they're all little ones. I feel like the most of them are on my hands. But yeah, they're all small. I don't know if I'll probably get a few more, but I need to see. Do I believe in zodiac signs? Love astrology. I don't know what it is about it. I think, you know, I think it is, you know, kind of crazy when you see your, you know, now watch when I fuck this up. You're like, your sun, your rising, and your moon sign as well, and why and why, when all of those together really make you make you. And I really feel like when I read those things about myself, they really ring true. I have like a Libra rising and a Cancer moon. So, and I'm a Leo, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But it's fun. Lots of fun things happen here. And yeah.